Welcome to United Social Television, guys. Where are you watching it from? And guys, today we are having a background here of Old Trafford here at United Social Television, and I think, guys, we are looking good. Tell me how you're looking, guys. Tell me how you're looking before I take you through the press conference of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ahead of a match that United is really going to play against team as RB Leipzig. Are you in love with my background, guys? Are you in love with my background? So, guys, thank you for watching in, guys. But today, as you know, as a day to the game, there is what we call a press conference or a presser that really the manager of Manchester United conducts as the game is to happen the next day. And now, guess what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has really came up for the presser of Manchester United against RB Leipzig. Remember, Manchester United is hosting a team known as the RB Leipzig at Old Trafford, and really a lot of questions have been directed to him. And the first question into this presser was all about the injuries or the team news and which players really Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really expects not to be into this team. Ole went ahead and said that there are a few knocks and doubts, but nothing major. When he was asked about the injury news for Manchester United, that's what he really went ahead and said. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for you. And the other question was all about Freddie. And Ole said, Freddie is a very valuable member of the squad, great boy around the team, and his performances have been very positive. He's still getting used to the Premier League. You can see with his fitness and performances, he and Scott are great assets to the squad. So that's what really Ole says, and he said that Freddie and Scott McTominay are really great assets to this squad of Manchester United as you see them play into these different games for Manchester United. Guys, smash a like on this video, share and comment, and tell me where you're watching in from, guys, because I really want to know which part of the world we are into, because I want to see where we are reaching, guys. You can tell me where you're watching in from, and you can feel free to join me on my live stream, guys. If at all you feel like you want to join my live stream, let me know, and I'll give you the link to join me here as I take you through the press conference that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really was, or what he said about this game of Manchester United ahead of the encounter, that the Champions League encounter of PSG. Ole, when he was asked of the rotation, that does he expect to make rotation into this Manchester United squad as they go into a game of RB Leipzig, because there are very many other players that are really available. That is Alex Telles and Anton Martial that never really featured into a game of Chelsea over the weekend. And this is what he said: we are in special circumstances. We play every 2 or 3 days relentlessly until the end of the season. Then there is Euros and a new season. Of course, any chance to give players a breather would be welcome. You don't want to push players too much as there is a risk of injury. The human side is gonna be big this season. We need to look after the boys. That's our job, and as coaches and managers. That's what Ole said about the rotations that we expect to be made at Manchester United into this game of RB Leipzig. And he said that really, it's really crucial to see to it that these humans are really given rest. And I think him noting about that gives us a positive reply, whether a player known as Danny Van Beek will get his first game or first start for Manchester United into the Champions League. Remember, he only started for Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. That is against Luton Town, and again it's known as Brighton Albion. But in the Premier League, he has not yet made any debut in the Premier League for Manchester United. He only comes in as a substitute, but not as a starter. And in the Champions League, the game against PSG, he came off the bench and he really put up some nice touches altogether. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been put on the sword by very, very many important people into the football fraternity, asking him, why did you buy Danny Van Beek? And he told them that there are very many matches to play, and we expect the lad to really come on anytime I feel like he's ready. He's getting used to the team, all his further moments. Shout out to Baluku Vincent from Fort Portal, that is Uganda, Fort Portal City, my countryman. Thank you for watching in, my countryman. I'm really honored to see you watching in. So Bakulo Fred, what do you think about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saying that he's going to make some rotations and United really, the Manchester United players really deserve to be given a rest? What do you think about Ole is saying this? All of those watching it, smash a like on this video. Tell me where you're watching it from, and you feel like if you feel like you want to join me on this presser, you can really join me up. And that's what Ole said on rotation. And Ole, when he was asked about what he thinks about RB Leipzig, he said they have improved every season, they are doing well and now going for trophies. They have a young and interesting coach who is interesting to watch. They are interesting to follow at the moment. That's what Ole really said about a man known as Nagelsmann, the manager of RB Leipzig and the team. But remember, RB Leipzig doesn't have its talisman or the man that scored most of their goals the previous year. He's playing for Chelsea now, Timo Werner, who was silenced by Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. But the lad is not in the team, but the team really shows that it's really gaining momentum, although Timo Werner really, and he would double as their captain, really left. So that's what Ole had to say. He gave a lot of praises to a team known as RB Leipzig, and it said that they're an interesting side to watch at the moment, and he follows them a lot, and that means he knows them from the foot to everywhere. Kanyesi J. Robert says from Bishenyi, but currently watching from Somalia. Oh, thank you guys for watching in. You are really great people, and it feels nice to see my fellow countrymen watching in here. That is Kanyesi J. Robert. Smash a like on this video, and guys, endeavor to subscribe to this channel because we are at least we are making changes each and every day. We can now invite you guys, and today really we now have a background of the Old Trafford on our behind, and you guys, I think you are happy to see to it that we are having a new logo, and you really like the background. You can tell me what you think about my background. You can tell me what you think about my background, guys. You can tell me what you think about my background as I take you through this presser. So Ole was again asked about the midfield dilemma and balance. This was all about Danny Van Beek, Nemanja, and Paul Pogba. He said it's going to be a long season and the depth of our squad is better now. Last game, Danny, Nemanja, and Paul Pogba all started on the bench. They all experienced international footballers. It's not easy, but we have so many games this season and they're all going to play a big part. Nobody will be able to play all of them. They work well as a team. Is it 2, 3, or 4? And who is on form? Who needs a break? So that's what Ole said and told us that these players are really going to be given time. Expect these players to be given enough playing time here at Manchester United. He said they are very good players. That is Danny Van Beek, Paul Pogba, and Nemanja Matic. They are good players, they are professional, and they understand what really the coach is all about. He said there are very many games to play for Manchester United, or there are very many games ahead of Manchester United, and Ole really promises us that we are going to see Dan Van Beek, Paul Pogba, and Nemanja Matic being given lots and lots of games as the season really matures, all goes to a level where we really want them to be. So that's what Ole said about the midfield dilemma, because very many people were talking about Danny Van Beek really not getting enough time or playing minutes. He really needs to start, according to me. I also believe Danny Van Beek is a fantastic player and he really needs to start for Manchester United. But I don't know what the coach really is thinking for the lad, but I think he really deserves a starting nod for Manchester United. So that's what Ole said about Danny Van Beek, Paul Pogba, and Nemanja Matic for being on bench for the previous games. And he really promised that it's going to be something nice and okay to see to it that Danny Van Beek is given really playing time, and Paul Pogba plus Nemanja Matic. And we go to Scott McTominay on midfield. When we play different rotations in the midfield, I feel like we are all capable of playing with each other. This is Scott McTominay, just not today, in the presser of PSG against a team known as Manchester United. Remember, Ole sat. Bruno Fernandes is the player that sat alongside Ole, and Ole announced him that he's going to be the captain of Manchester United on that moment. And this time round, and this time round, Scott McTominay has sat alongside a man known as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. and he was asked about the midfield of Manchester United and how he feels when he plays with other players or with other players, Paul Pogba, Danny Van Beek, Freddie, and many others. He went ahead and said, when we play different rotations in the midfield, I feel like we are all capable of playing with each other. There is not just one stereotype of who plays with who. The manager is dead right that sometimes certain players need a break, and we are all happy to play with each other. We are all adaptable in how we play. That's what Scott McTominay said when he was asked about how he feels playing with other Manchester United midfielders into the midfield. They went ahead to ask him about how he thinks of the trophies, Manchester United not getting trophies, their dream of winning the Premier League back and the Champions League. And he said, I've not been part of a successful Manchester United team myself, and we had 2 players for each position. The most successful teams have that, who have been winning trophies. It's difficult to leave players out, but I don't feel that pressure. The pressure is on results. You have to play the next 2, 3, 4 games. It's a nice problem to have. I would rather have that one than players who aren't ready for the Premier League. So he says he does not mind a lot about people saying how Ole really goes into to pick his lineup. He says that that's not the big deal. The big deal is, if at all you on the bench or on the field, just play and deliver to see to it that you really see to it that Manchester United really wins these trophies or gets back to the winning run. And he says he has not been part of the Manchester United team that really won the Premier Leagues, Champions League matches, or some Champions League trophies, the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, but he thinks this side is really good because almost in each and every position they do have two players, and that is what a winning team really needs to have. That's what Scott McTominay really had to say, that even if the manager is point of choice, but the good thing is that in each and every position into the team of Manchester United has close to 2 players, and that enhances competition at Manchester United. That's what Scott McTominay really had to say. On the hectic schedule that Manchester United has, Scott McTominay said our preseason was very minimal. That's just how it planned out with the virus. So many games, so games are a good chance to get fit. Now we are starting to see proper fitness levels, and everyone is now focused on getting in the team and staying in there. So that's the really Scott McTominay talking about Manchester United not getting enough time to play into the preseason. And he says it's good for Manchester United players really to get a lot of games alongside them or in their line, because it helps them really to see to it that these players gain fitness, because they never got enough time to rest and they never got enough games to play into the preseason. And this preseason really helps them to see to it that they are really up there to a level that they are required to be on fitness as Manchester United is supposed to be. So that's Scott McTominay for you. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really was asked about the RB Leipzig threat and if there is a player all aspect that poses a specific challenge for him. Of course, this is what Ole said. Of course, we've followed RB Leipzig the last few years, especially in Europe. I know Julian is very adaptable, but the style is always high tempo, high pressure. They can play in many different ways, but our focus is on giving them problems as well as solving what problems they give us. That's what Ole says, that these players are really good. The manager is really good, and the system they will play, they can play in all systems. But he says that the good thing is that Manchester United wants to cause problems to RB Leipzig, and at the same time, he wants Manchester United to solve the problems that RB Leipzig is going to cause to their side. That's what Ole really went in and said. He pointed out a player known as Julian, never talked about Upamecano and Olmo. Those are really fantastic players that we really need to watch at Manchester United, and they really good, and I think they are going to cause some havoc to the team known as Manchester United. But Ole is not afraid of RB Leipzig. According to his presser, it's like he's saying, let them come now. I'm going to really give them a beating of their life. So Ole Now we head into the topic of Dan Van Beek in this press conference, and Ole really said when players come into a new team, a new league, it's always going to be time that he adapts. When Danny has played, he's played really well. It says a lot about our depth of quality in the squad that we don't have to use him every game. It also says everything about our ambitions. Danny is going to play a big part this year. I know at the moment the topic is Danny Van Beek. It's nice for some players and combinators to have a little goal, but you have to know that you don't have to start the first 3 games to be a very important player in the squad. He's going to be very important. Don't worry about that. That's what Oli said, that really Danny Van Beek is going to be a very important player into the squad of Manchester United this season. And he said you don't have to be part of the 3 games that start a season and you think you're going to be very important to the team. He said this really doesn't require Danny Van Beek to start all the games of Manchester United. What is required is Danny Van Beek to really get adapted to the team and his fellow teammates, and he is going to be a very important member of the squad of Manchester United, and Ole looks forward to giving him very many games this season. And he's thanked the commentators that it's good really to point out that we have a quality player on the bench, but Ole saw that as an advantage for Manchester United, that as it was last season, it's not how it is now. We are having really a very rich bench on Manchester United as far as this is concerned, and that is what that season is concerned. That's what Ole meant. So Scott McTominay too had a say on Danny Van Beek and said, "No panic for Danny Van Beek. You see Danny Van Beek coming to training every day with a big smile on his face. I'm so confident Danny will become a big future in this team." Along with Alex Telles and Edson Cavani, they have lifted the dressing room. You can see that with how Alex played in Paris and what Danny Van Beek has done when he's been on the pitch. There is no panic with Danny Van Beek. Let him settle into the league, settle into his new house and the season. That's what really a player known as Scott McTominay said. And I think it was really positive to see to it that he really came out and said all this, because it was really rejuvenating, and it really pumped a lot of sense into those people that criticized Ole for not starting a man known as Danny Van Beek. Ole was asked on Upamecano, and he said there is always rumors and speculation about other players at Manchester United. I don't want to comment on every player we are linked to, but since we are playing against him, he's a very good player and we can see him up close tomorrow. So Ole has really praised Upamecano, and he said he cannot really wait to play alongside Upamecano into the Champions League encounter. So guys, thank you for watching in. Rokan on United Social Television. That has been the presser of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Scott McTominay against the team known as RB Leipzig. Thank you guys. All of those that have watched in, no one has smashed a like. Oh, it's a very big shame, guys, but you had to smash a like on this video to see to it that we really move forward. But that's what I had for you today on the presser of Manchester United as Ole faces RB Leipzig tomorrow at Old Trafford. Remember, it has been very many years without Champions League football. I think we last had Champions League football in 2019 when Barcelona really won against us by 1-0. But it's really good to see together that Champions League football is back at Old Trafford, and we are going to face a team as RB Leipzig, close to 18-20 months without having Champions League football. But thank God it's back at Old Trafford, guys. Thank you for watching in. Balogu Vincent and a man known as Kanyes Jero. But you guys have been great. Thank you guys for watching in. I'm signing out. Rokan here at United Social Television, and you tell me whether you guys are in love with our new background of Old Trafford. I'm out. See you later in our next video.